散歩してたら突然降り出して。
ルーキーンの春です。悪党さんじゃー。バックアップします。
Increase credits by 100, sure, whatever. Excuse me. Nice, an open door stream. Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, Shimazaki. I don't know what you're talking about half the time you're here, but you know, hopefully you're having a good holiday anyway. Hey, Soapline, how's it going, man? Hey, do you like CZN? It's a great game. By far the best new gacha to come out this year. Only problem with it is that the amount of grind that they expect you to do on a regular basis is a bit much, even for me. Maybe if I had more time, I wouldn't mind it as much, but as it stands, even I'm not sure about how much grind the game expects out of you. And so, if that's, you know, if I feel that way, then imagine how casual, or not even casuals, imagine how other CZN players feel about it too. Huh, I've never gotten this torch item before. Either way though, this game is the best gacha come out this year, or the best new gacha of 2025. That much I think is pretty clear to me at least. Hey, Theezy, how's it going, man? Also, Merry Christmas, everybody. For those of you who celebrated, at least. If not, Happy Holidays. A lot of CZN gacha creators pay other people to farm data for them, or in other words, play the game for them. It's very sad. I mean, I'm not surprised. Yeah, you're right. It's super fucking pathetic. Especially if these content creators we're talking about, you know, make their living off of playing gacha games or making gacha content. Like, for example, I wouldn't be surprised if Poki has another fucking account manager for this game too. But I'm sure he's not the only one. But yes, I agree, it's fucking pathetic. But hey, you know, most gacha content creators out there being what they are, hardly a fucking surprise now, is it? Good take. It's not even a take that I'm supposed to make, but you know, the absolute state of gacha content creation these days. Let's go for an epiphany. Just barely. Hey, area. Or area. Yes. Padaru to you too. Hey, me stuff, how's it going, man? So you're up pretty late tonight, probably because of I would imagine what is it? Because of Christmas. Want to go to sleep, but just so you'll just be lurking for an hour or so. Okay. It's not Christmas for you here, right? Because today should be the 26th for you over there. And tomorrow is still Friday, or at least for you, it's still Friday. So technically, it's still a work day. Unless, of course, your employer gives you Friday off too. Sometimes that can happen. Oh no, it's more like Christmas where you live is January. So really, that's not lunar. I mean, Christmas is a non-factor for lunar New Year, so that's not even a thing. I imagine it's due to what, Eastern Orthodox? Eastern Orthodox traditions, I would imagine. Nice. Let's see what epiphany did they recommend for this anchor shot? Let's see, anchor shot combo, add 1 hit. Okay, so they want me to take this one. Double epiphany, nice. Don't need to agony for this. Retainer tree 4? What the fuck does that mean? When this card moves to the gray or return it to hand up to 4 times. Upon activation, retrieve decreases by 1. So you can guarantee that you get it next turn for 4 turns in a row? Is that what that means? Or do you just does that mean you just get it back immediately? It sounds like you just get it back immediately after using this shit. In which case, interesting. Doesn't that mean you could like fucking Omega reload just 1 ballista shot? Is that what that shit means? Kind of interesting to see how that works out. Serbian Orthodox, I see. Same for you too. A rarity. I guess it's definitely a rarity for what? Who is it? Athesi already said he's from Russia, and then I know you're from Eastern Europe, Serbia. I'm assuming Serbia. I don't know. Actually, I forget. I think you might have said before, but I forget. But you guys are ethnic brothers, I think. I believe, what what, Eastern Europe and Russia are they're mostly populated by Slavs, I think. So let's go middle. Never specified which country. Gotcha. Yeah, the worst Mika Epiphany card. Hey, yo, Hexen, welcome back.
元気が出ましたか？このベロニカには夢があるんです。
Yeah, you do. I do just get it back immediately. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, you just keep getting it back. So yeah, you just keep getting that card back and just keep reloading again and again and again. Huh. You know, that build could make a giant ballista build really, really strong, I think. Or it could turn a single target build to an omega single target build. I like the sound of that.
行きましょうか。撃ちます。オーライ、オーライ。落ち着いて。撃ちましょうか。このベロニカには夢があるんです。皆さん、お静かに。見ろ、あれが手抜き工事の末路だ。
Hey, Arkanavi. Wait, didn't you already say Merry Christmas earlier? Yeah, you did. No need to say it twice. But did you already pull Serenial? No, not yet. It's what I'm going to do after I'm done with this run, whether I win or fail it. Just decided to get a run going because just to have people filter into chat or to show up to chat. Hey, Chaos. Welcome back. Yen being secured. Oh, you got it in like the mail or something? Yo, it's Sparty. How's it going, man? Select one among 3 random, neutral, rare, legendary cards. Increase. I guess we'll take our chances. Let's see. Gear bag. Stopping by just to say Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too. Hopefully you're enjoying your holidays so far. Do I have to fucking epiphany this? Okay. Let's see, which epiphany do we get for this one? We actually want to duplicate this as many times as possible. Credwin is recommending having 3 cards like this. What is retrieve? Is the retrieve mechanic? Yeah, when you use it, it just immediately comes back. From draw pile, move anchor touch, shot to hand, plus 25% crit chance of that card for 1 turn. Yeah, I don't have the crit chance epiphany. It looks like. I'll go over Tame then. feel like that's the best one. This one. Zero skill. Discard. Let's go with increased shield. How many fucking epiphanies is this? Jesus. Draw 2, 1 AP next turn. Morale. Let's go with morale. Yeah, mid-piece, how's it going, man? Enjoyed the new Wuwa patch? Yeah. Looking forward to it. I won't be able, obviously I won't be able to grind too much of it tonight, but, yeah. Hoping it's good. Or hoping the patch will be fun. Playing CZN? Yeah, playing a bit of CZN, because I have to pull for, the new girl. Ugh, God. Remind you should get around to DNA now that the new patch is out. I'm assuming you've just been busy, right? See, looks like I don't want to concentrate on Haru because all the enemies here are weak to passion damage. Make a shot, apply the pain to that card. We'll get an epiphany off this too. Sure, let's kill the guy. Let's kill the motherfucker. Increase damage amount of attack cards of this unit by 30% for one turn. Yeah, alright, dude. Bit late for that one, I think. This card's also retained too. I didn't realize. You've been lazy, and there's new DNA alternative that you've been given closed beta access to called Warframe. Got me in the first half, not gonna lie. Ah, shit, I didn't mean to fucking skip that. Ugh. Wasn't thinking.
とてつもない化け物と戦うのですか？
落ち着せーの、準備完了。も OK です。準備できました。慎重に行きましょうか。準備できま、溢れ出せ。いい香りでしょ。撃ちます。
Okay, I see. You're playing the mobile version of Warframe. Gotcha.
流れる水は止められません。元気が出ましたか？元気が出ましたか？撃ちましょうか？落ち着く。集中。準備できま、元気が出ましたか？守ってあげますね。いつでも OK です。高速違反ですよ。撃ちましょう。痛いのは嫌です。手伝います。撃ちます。落ち着いて。壊れスピーカー。これで行きましょうか。役に立ちましたか？
Increases damage of attack cards by 30% for 1 turn. Draw a card when you see it. Or 0 cost just increases your damage by 20%. Actually, this has no turn limit, so this is the permanent 20% attack buff. Or at least that's how I think it works. 撃ちましょうか？いつでも OK です。行きましょうか。いつでも OK です。行きましょう。よいしょっと。いつでも皆さんお静かに。撃ちます。Hey, yo, Light Rex. Happy Pado. Same to you too, man. Merry Christmas. 確認します。このベロニカには夢があるんです。準備できました。力になってみせます。このベロニカには夢があるんです。撃ちます。見事な攻撃でしたわ。油断したら大事故になるぜ。慎重に確認します。行きましょうか。オーライオーライ。落ち着いて。壊れスピーカー。これでいいですよね。元気が出ましたか？いつでも OK で守ってあげますね。行きましょう。いつでも OK です。行きましょうか。いつでも OK です。高速違反ですよ。私の支援は役に立ちましたか？ And we didn't get power charge. Or actually no. We didn't get anchor pointer. But copy this. There is no shield, gain fixed shield. Uses upgrade card, increases damage, shield, gain, heal amounts by 20% for 1 turn. Let's do that. What is this? Oh, this is a 4-piece set. Whatever, fuck that shit. All the content in Warframe is available on their mobile version. Oh, that's cool. As it should be, but still. Let's see. Go top. Do I want to go top? Let's see. What about bottom and then middle? Yeah, I think that's fine because we can avoid the having to deal with elite fights. When you come to learn about the Yugoslav wars is that shit's so biased, hard to believe any side's media about it. Yeah, they certainly don't teach that at American schools either. Then again, 20th century European history isn't really taught much outside of World War II. And even then, I would argue American public schools don't really adequately teach World War II history anyway. That encounter. Not sure what that is. Like, I graduated with a fucking degree in history, and I still don't know much about the Yugoslav wars. finally. A fucking, firing prep, what is it? Firing prep. I should go for enhanced here. That'll be hilarious.
行きましょうか。
Move one random absorb card? Did the enemy steal one of my fucking cards or something? Kind of a waste, but whatever. Yo, Zizar, welcome back, man. You have to do a lot of digging and filtering. Oh yeah, for sure. Even though I don't know much about the Yugoslav wars, I at least know that Western media is definitely fucking biased. And given our current political atmosphere and just the current, you know, atmosphere of the internet in general. Then again, to be fair, people don't really talk about the Yugoslav wars much. Most people have bigger fish to fry these days. Ah, we didn't have bombardment prep yet. At this point, it's hard to discern between propaganda and historical facts. I'm sure if I do some digging on the Yugoslav wars during that era, I can find some stuff. I'm more knowledgeable in sorry if you take this the wrong way, Athesia, but I'm more knowledgeable about the dangers of Russian propaganda and stuff, because that shit is a lot more relevant right now. I don't have very good cards here. How much damage is Veronica gonna do here with her enhanced ballista? Let's find out. I actually wonder how many stacks, reload stacks Veronica can have. Does that shit have a cap? Hey lady, welcome back. And yes, Merry Christmas to you too. Happy holidays to everybody. Everything's fine, you're against the war, you know how bad the current state of the place where you live is. All I hope, Athesia, is that you can stay safe and the future doesn't look, at least for you and your family, at the very least, the future doesn't look too bad. Yeah, Flying Limo has done it. Reload caps. Oh, okay. It actually does. It actually does cap. Huh. Interesting. I never
お
knew
休
that.
み時間ですね
I'm assuming the game must
何
like
か
tell
美
you
味しいの
somewhere.
食べ
Actually, what the fuck does reload do anyway? Like, how much of a damage boost does each stack of reload give you? I'm sure the game tells you that, right? If you just check. Maybe like 20% damage every reload stack. Intentional stress increase. Get some sort of event. Don't know what that is. Convert selected common card into Wanderer. What the fuck is this? Oh, I know what this card is. I've taken it before. Convert selected common card. Who can even take the Wanderer card though? I know Tressa can take it, but can either Veronica or Haru take it? I feel like Mika would be the only one to take it, but I don't know if Mika has any common cards. I don't really want to give up her heals either. Fuck it, stress increase then. Let's see, take the test, fight some bitch. Convert select card into card of Heavenly Judgment. Attack, cost 2, exhaust. 350% damage, 3 retribution. What the fuck is retribution? When shield is gained, 200% fixed damage to all allies, decrease Why the fuck would I want this? Fuck that. Is there a reason why you'd want that? Maybe like certain builds don't care. Like maybe shieldless builds wouldn't mind that, I guess. But I don't know why I would want that for this team. Hey, yo, Mr. Walks, how's it going, man? Thanks so much for the 55-month resub. Welcome back, man. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Hope you've been doing good, my dude. Hey, yo, Finkel, welcome back. Have I pulled for a new character? No, not yet. I'm gonna finish this run and we're gonna pull for Serenial. For Serenial? Is that her name? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's get rid of Anchor Drop now. Was wondering what this game was. Yeah, CZN, Chaos Zero Nightmare. Reload is 50%. Okay, that's way more than just 20%. No wonder reload stacks seem like they're so fucking good. Holy shit. I know I should use this. It's 2 plus 2. According to your 2025 analytics, Twitch analytics, I represented 95% of your Twitch viewing. Thank you, thank you. Jesus, that did a lot of damage. Retain Anchor Shot in each. Anchor Shot is just no. Anchor Shot is one of my big boy damage cards. It's just whole war is a mess. Yep. And it ain't ending anytime soon. to be fair, it's not just Russia. If the West really wanted to, they could do so. Us Western countries could do so much fucking more to help out Ukraine, and really stop the Russian army or the Russian military where they are. But you know, for now anyway, Western countries don't really have a immediate pressing fucking need to do that yet. Fine in terms of economics, at least for now. The worst thing that can happen to you is if your government decides at one point to turn the switch off and disconnect the whole country from global internet. But from your understanding, sudden flipping of the switch will destroy economics even further. You're using VPN right now on a regular basis because your IT specialists aren't that smart, so they're just gonna copy your Chinese internet system. So hopefully, VPN will still be viable. Yeah, probably. Russia can't. A lot of technologies that Russia uses, I'm sure you already know this, Thesia, but a lot of technologies that Russia uses is from the West. And now that, you know, thanks to their fucking retarded ass decision to go invade Ukraine, with most Western companies out of the country, not all, obviously, there are still some, I would imagine, but most of the major companies anyway, having pulled out of the country, yeah, they have no way to maintain those technologies because they don't know how to either make it or operate it themselves even. So yeah, hopefully your VPNs will still be usable. What do you mean us Western countries? You're struggling on Canada. We took in some refugees. You let Ukraine figure the rest out. Unfortunately, I don't know how much you know about the war, Mr. Walks, but even with in this current situation, Ukraine will lose. I'm not saying that as, oh, I'm a Russian shill like Alex Jones or some shit, or that Scott Ritter, whatever the fuck. Scott Ritter, is that was that his name? Whatever that retard's name is. I'm not even saying that trying to say that as a Russian propaganda bot. No, Ukraine will lose. Russia will win the war eventually. Just by pure numbers and resources, Ukraine will not last. It's already a fucking miracle. They've lasted for this long. How long has the war been going on for? 3 years? Going on 4? Like as much as the Western countries have done for Ukraine already, we could do so much fucking more, man. It's just that we're not motivated enough. You can insert whatever your favorite Virgil motivation meme here, but we don't have a reason yet, or at least not a good enough one anyway. We might start getting a bit more motivated once Ukraine finally does fall. If we just kind of sit around on our asses doing fucking jack all, and then Russia goes up to the Polish border and starts, you know, sending a couple of sending some expeditionary forces into the Polish border. Then we might start, you know, being like, oh shit, maybe we should have done something. Let's see, curse card required. Oh, okay. I guess this is just purifying a curse card we might have. What is this event encounter? Kind of curious, but right now I don't really have the time for that. Just take the stress heal and leave. Think it's a badly worded card. It should have been convert selected card into common card. Card name. Either way, that's still kind of confusing for me. But I guess I'll find out eventually once I actually have to do that, or like take one of those choices, I guess. Let's see. Reload is plus 50% ballistic damage per stack. Yeah, thanks. I like the game overall. It's a great game. I think it's the best gacha game to come out this year in 2025. Now, the only glaring flaw it has, and to be fair, the devs already put out a recent stream where they said, yeah, they're aware of this problem and they're gonna try to fix it for next season. The only problem this game has really that I care about is that there's a bit too much grind in this game. And that's coming from someone like me who plays 70 different gacha games. But I do legitimately think that this game kind of asks a bit too much out of you. So if they could like lower the requirement, the weekly requirement, the weekly grind requirement, that would be nice. And yeah, they already said that they'll look into that and try to, you know, make the game a lot less grindy. I think somebody told me that their plan to change that exactly is make it so you only need to do one chaos run a month, which is I didn't ask for them to go that far. I think just one run per week would have been fine. You know how like how most other, you know, most other the big four gacha games, right, usually have like some weekly stuff, like weekly bosses and whatnot. I think a weekly run, a chaos run would have been okay, but they want to do one per month, then all right, sure, that's on them.
行きましょうか。いつでも OK です。行きま全力で頑張ります。いつでも OK です。
Let's see. This power anchor one doesn't do too much damage. I guess it only has 20% attack buff, so it's not really much.
行きましょう。はっ。このベロニカには
Hey Chrono Prez, 2028. How's it going, man? Hope the day's been chill. Same to you too, man. Hopefully you're enjoying your holidays so far. Twitch says Wuthering Waves. Oh yeah, that's because initially I wanted to I planned to stay in the Wuwa directory because that's the main game I want to play today, but I just pulled up a CZN right now, and I just made the decision spontaneously. Oh, I'll do a chaos run real quick while I'm waiting. These things always take a bit of time.
打ちましょうか。行きましょうか。高速違反ですよ。下がってください。慎重に手伝います。
China is much more independent in terms of software, technology, etc. Oh no, no, Thesia. No, that's not really true. I mean, a part of it is perhaps Athesia, but no, China is not what you think it is. All right, take care, OmniSteph. How's it? Or I was about to say, how's it going? But take care. Have a good night, man. Mini spoiler, Sawano Hirayuki does the boss BGM in Wuwa 3.0. Oh, Kuro Games really throwing around some money, huh? Well, that's good. You always love to see devs doing everything they can for the game. But yeah, Thesia. I'm something of an amateur, an amateur China observer. Is that what I can call myself? I guess so. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert per se, but I know a few things. No, China is not very independent. You may think that way because China puts in a lot of money and invests a lot of money, especially from the state. Invests a lot of money into their technologies, industries, and whatnot. But here's the thing. They're kind of like Russia, where they don't have nearly as much technical expertise and like the knowledge to build shit as Western countries do. Most of their chip making processes are more on the lower end, maybe medium end. They can't make any high-end chips themselves. I believe the measurement of chips that the world uses, or like the industry uses, is like what, the smaller the smaller their, I don't know what exactly the size refers to, but like the smaller the number, the better, basically. But they can't really make like the super high-end advanced chips on their own. They have to import foreign labor. They have to license it from foreign countries, which is why, you know, as of in like the past year or so, America especially has been, you know, has been what's the word I'm looking for here? Restricting Chinese access to American chip technology, and America's been trying to get their allies on the strategy too, or in on the plan too, like the Dutch company ASML. That, and you know, our buddies over in East Asia, like China, and, not China, like Japan and Korea. I guess I'll just get that one to Mika. Said you need thumbnail. Okay, thanks, Mr. Walks. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks perfect. Thank you, thank you. Video. My editor said he's gonna be busy over the busy a bit over the weekend, so video might come out on Sunday, maybe Monday. We'll see. Didn't even know they said anything about their plans to fix the grind. I remember being told by someone in my Twitch chat one day that yeah, they plan to cut down the chaos grind from like what 4 times a week to like once a month. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how trustworthy that info was or that intel was. Fuck it. I guess I'll just go with this. Here for the god tier rants. I wouldn't call these rants per se. I'm just regurgitating what I know about random geopolitical stuff. If you want to see me rant, you should watch some of my YouTube videos. What do I want to take here actually? Sacred Strike. Let's see, 200% damage, 2 tenacity damage, and it's only 1 cost too. I assume Haru can take this, right? Yeah. But yeah, let me just finish up this this little side tangent I was going on about China not being as independent as Athesia thought it is. I would actually say, Athesia, that Russia is way more independent than China could ever be. Mainly because of their access to resources, which sounds familiar. Country living is also trying to develop their own chips and electronics. It's not going well. Here's the thing, Athesia. Russia, even though Russia and China seem very similar, and I mean they're supposedly friends, while Russia points their at least some of their nukes over to China in case China ever wants to invade northward for some reason. Russia has one big advantage that China just does not have. That's resources, natural resources. Russia has a really shit economy. It only got worse. After they tried fucking their pathetic excuse of combined arms strategy in Ukraine. But despite all of Russia's problems, the Russian state is still sitting on omega resources. Like, strictly speaking, if we're just going by how much potential resources a single country has in the world, Russia is definitely on top. At least they make the fucking top 3 list, if nothing else. At least in terms of like raw materials, raw resources that they can extract, from the ground, like from the earth itself. The problem is, actually being able to do that, but ignoring that, ignoring the fact that they still rely on Western tech to do that, and guess what? A lot of their shit's going offline, or will eventually, because they don't even know how to fucking maintain it themselves. So go figure. They still have a shit ton of resources. They still export a lot of oil. They still export natural gas. Even though they have to sell it right now anyway for really discount prices to their major allies, they can still make money. Technically, they're like, yeah, sure, their situation is really fucking is really fucking shit, but they can still hold on for now. Maybe even another couple of decades even. China has no resources. China is the most foreign trade dependent country on the planet, or at the very least among the advanced or developing advanced countries, depending on what you classify China as. They are the most foreign trade dependent country on this planet. They import like what, 80% of like the raw commodities they need just to survive. at least 80% of the oil comes from overseas. They might produce some themselves, but the vast majority of the oil they use on a daily basis comes from overseas. Like, I know it's a really common joke for Europeans or just people who hate America in general to meme about how, oh yeah, America, every time, if you find a little bit of oil in your kitchen, in your frying pan, America's gonna fucking invade it. I mean, maybe like decades ago that might have been true, but ever since the shale revolution in the what, mid 2000s, mid 2010s, we haven't needed to rely on foreign oil at all, because we make our own oil basically through shale, because we're sitting turns out we're sitting on the world's largest reserves of actual harvestable, like easily harvestable oil shale. Other countries have it too, but they have neither nearly as much, just in terms of raw amounts, and their policies over there for like actually being able to extract the oil shale and turn it into something useful are not very accommodating either. We produce so much of our own oil these days that at this point that how should I say this? We are now a net exporter of oil products than we import oil, because we just make so much of it. And we get a shit ton of natural gas too by as a waste product, because part of the process of harvesting oil shale is it generates natural gas just as a waste product. And remember, a lot of European countries over there have to have to import natural gas from Russia or just from other places, and so they have to pay a fucking premium for that shit, especially nowadays. Whereas we Americans, we just get it as a waste product, just from fucking mining some oil shale in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Anyways, what was I ranting about? Oh yeah, China. Yeah, so China is the America that people like to make fun of, and when it comes to oil, and like, oh, how Americans are so addicted to oil and shit like that. That applies way more to China these days. It's so bad that technically all you have to do is put a couple of warships in the Strait of Malacca, which is down near Malaysia. So it's somewhere in Southeast Asia. I forget exactly where. But like an alarming amount of trade goes through that single strait, because it's by far the most convenient and the fastest the fastest trading route from the Middle East to China. So all we have to do, like, not just us Americans, anybody who hates China and that they've got a good enough navy, all they got to do is just put a couple warships there and block the trade. China deindustrializes and goes through a famine in 6 months. And that shit will kill off God knows how many Chinese people. And that's obviously fucking horrible. But that single strait is like China's fucking omega Achilles heel. That's why China's been so adamant about building up their fucking BRI, their Belt and Road Initiative, and then working on pipelines and railroads and other transport networks to connect them to the Middle East, because they know that they rely on that single strait, that Strait of Malacca, for like a shit ton of their trade, or at least they used to. I don't know if they really realize that anymore, but maybe we'll see one day if they still remember their geography. Like, no, China is nowhere near as independent as you think they are. Like, not only that, but their military is not strong enough to break out of the first island chain either. And the CCP's just been building up the navy for the past God knows how many years. For what? For what? Just to invade Taiwan? It's like, well, sometimes you get people like bitching about, oh, China's got a huge navy. It's like, well, yes, but most of their ships are designed to do basically one thing and one thing only, which is to fucking invade Taiwan. They only have a handful of boats that can actually like pose as a fucking blue water navy. And even they're not very good. I mean, people are like, oh my god, look at China's carriers. Like, how many carriers do they have? 3? Their first carrier was a fucking they've just bought that shit from Ukraine, and their second carrier, their second carrier, they just copied that boat they first bought from Ukraine, and the third one is technically they're actually like their own indigenous, or like their own, like, you know, they designed that shit themselves after learning, you know, how to, you know, after, you know, basically reverse engineering their first two carriers. But from what I'm seeing, the Fujian is not combat ready at all. Not to mention they tried putting a fucking electromagnetic catapult on that shit, but they don't have the proper power generation system for that, because it's still relying apparently on a standard what diesel. Was it a diesel engine or was it a fucking steam turbine? Either way, I don't know why they put a fucking electromagnetic catapult on the Fujian, but if I remember it correctly. But yeah, I don't know how combat ready the Fujian is. Probably not very. It's probably in some fucking port up in northern China right now, undergoing repairs like usual. So, all that to say, China does not have a navy that they can rely on to actually secure their own trade routes. Most of their navy can only stick to their coastline, and that's it, or just, you know, fucking go invade Taiwan, because that's what the CCP's trying to do. Has been dreaming of doing for the past fucking 80, 90 years, however long it's been around for. Have they been around for 100 years? I fucking forget. Anyways, which direction am I going? Oh, might I also add, just as a last little point here, China's military has not been in a real conflict since their last conflict with Vietnam, I think. How long ago was that? The fucking 60s? No, 60s was our Vietnam War, so I assume 70s. Like, say what you will about the American military. I'm not defending what we do in other countries. But if nothing else, at least in this narrow context, at least the American military has had, you know, recent, you know, real world combat experience. At least, you know, before we pulled the fuck out of Afghanistan real messily. Like, does China still know how to fight? Maybe they do. I don't fucking know. I guess we'll see when they try to when they perhaps maybe one day, if they ever get around to doing that, invade Taiwan. Hopefully they don't, because if they do, then holy shit. Let's see. Oh god, these enemies are kind of tough actually. Yeet Veronica's ult over there. Being friends with China or Russia has never been good for anyone. Well, those two countries in particular. Wasn't last time? Yeah, when China tried invading Vietnam that one time. When was it again? The 70s or something? It's like they didn't learn from us Americans invading Vietnam a decade earlier. It's like, gee, it's gonna go real well for you guys, huh? Increase the cost to 3, but it'll do way more fucking damage now. Should've gone after the other one. Oh yeah, right. Stress. Kind of. Actually, no. This is a permanent buff, isn't it? Yeah, this is a permanent buff. I can use that right away. They'll say China has better drone technology, but do they really have war capability? China has the. I'm not sure if China straight up has better drone technology. Maybe they do. If the CCP wakes up one day and is like, oh, we want to pour all our fucking statements, all our fucking government funds into, you know, evolving our or developing our drone technology or our drone industry, then yeah, sure, they definitely will. But they still wouldn't have the actual combat. Well, actually, no, they still would, because they can just ship that shit over to Russia. We already know the Chinese are fucking the CCP sending Putin and his fucking dipshits in Ukraine military supplies. So, I mean, they're held. There's even reports of individual Chinese mercenaries fighting for the Russians there too.
行きましょうか。やあ、落ち着わるスピーカー。これでいいですよ。いつでもよいしょっと。
Are they faking it like Russia? A good portion of their military power, yes. More than likely, because again, where's their combat experience? A lot of Chinese weapons, especially those made for export, like they've never really been tested in an actual war or even combat scenarios. Actually, these in recent times, especially that recent border conflict between India and Pakistan, and then the more recent one going on between Thailand and Cambodia. Now they're starting to see some decent combat use, and yeah, as it turns out, a lot of their shit is kind of bad. Saudi Arabia, I think, also tried purchasing some Chinese shit, and they were like, nah, fuck this shit. Dialos Epiphany. I've never heard of that actually. What is this? Nice. Too bad this game doesn't really have like a natural, like a nat 20 or like a crit miss. I mean, it's already RNG enough. How about you make it more RNG? Oh, okay, it's this type of Epiphany. 0, heal plus 20, or plus 50%. Okay, sure, whatever. China making hella bank from the Ukraine war because Russia's got nobody else. But China, that they can go to buy war stuff along with a few nations. They can sell oil, and thus China buying Russian oil way below market. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, China is in a weird, politically speaking, China is in a kind of a delicate situation where they want the Ukraine war to keep going on, but they don't want to. And they want to keep helping. They want to keep helping their friends, the Russians, but they don't want to like outright condemn anybody, because they want to keep the war going on for as long as possible, because that way they can benefit the most from it. I mean, I'm sure you can say something about Western countries also do the same thing, but shit, man, China especially. About the mental health thing, it's easy to think to yourself, living here, why do I even try or something? You probably get the point. No, I even though I'm not Russian, obviously, I've never been to Eastern Europe at all. No, I've like reading and listening to like documentaries and other research I've done. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say I understand. There's no way I can really. Obviously, I'm just a spoiled American. But. Like I see, I see what you mean. Let's go bottom. Two shops down bottom. There were North Korean. No, there are both Chinese and North Korean soldiers fighting for Russia. It's people from both. It's people from both countries. China's more. The Chinese mercs are more unofficial. A lot of the Chinese mercs there are just people who have decided to join the Russian war effort because, oh, China and Russia are supposed to be friends. But North Korea is a bit more official because, yeah, that fat ass Kim Jong-un. I mean Saint Tontus. I mean Kim Jong-un. Yeah, he's trading his soldiers for, some fancy-ass, Russian tech. So that way he can build up his military. Too bad, is that last destroyer they tried commissioning literally fucking fell over on its side. Fucking retard.
いつでもはあ、いい香りでしょ。
The actual Chinese mill. Yeah, no, Dr. Zero. Which is why I said unofficially. Well, and that's why I say that's why I call them mercenaries too. Yeah, no, the CCP isn't sending any like actual like Chinese military personnel. Yeah, because that people will find out real quick, and then yeah, they'll get all sorts of flack for that politically. But yeah, no, like they're not gonna stop their people from like going to join the Russian military just on their own. Because that way it's like they have the deniability of like, you know, oh, we didn't tell them to do that, they just went off and did that on their own. It wasn't us. It wasn't our fault. It was what South Korea did during the Vietnam War. Yeah, that's true actually, or at least the part where South Korea, what is it? They sent their men to help us with the Vietnam War. To be fair though, you know, the South Koreans did that because of a Korean War. So I would argue it's not the same. I guess you could say that like the Russians helped the North Koreans during the Korean War, but that was I think that was no, the Russians did help the North Koreans. To be fair, I think the first North Korean dictator was cool with Russia. I think he even spoke fluent Russian too. So maybe you could say the same thing. I don't know, but I feel like South Korea being a democratic country, at least, you know, Korea being a democratic country. Yeah, right. Especially back then. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Westoid, but I feel like the South Koreans sent some of their troops to help us out in Vietnam because, you know, frankly, without the Americans, South Korea wouldn't exist right now. You know, we'll say what you will about it. I think that's a pretty fair assessment to make. I don't know. Maybe that's... How the rolls go. Not haven't done them yet. I will switch over to doing them after I'm done with this run. Hopefully this won't take me too much longer. Pop both of those. It was necessary that South Korea helped us out. Yeah, because it kicked, because you know, war is a great way to kickstart your economy. I mean, just look at America during World War II. World War II helped us get out of the Depression finally. And so yeah, you're not wrong. So you can one-shot that guy. Jesus, this anchor shot does 1800 damage. What the fuck? Fuck is this? Let's see, 30% chance to deal, 50% chance to draw. Oh, I see. It just hurts me. Okay, hurts me, but we get to. There's a chance for us to draw cards. And in that case, I'll just fuck you. That's what Japan did too. Yep, makes sense. Yep. Kind of historically ironic, given what Japan did before World War II to Korea. Let's see. The AoE card, how does AoE attack would have been really nice here. What do I think about Serenial? Don't have her yet. However, you know, fat titty, angel character. So. I probably should have healed with that last action point, but whatever. Finally got a fucking epiphany for this. finale, retain, one wave, inflict damage. No, should have used that card first, actually. Okay. Shot. Here's the AoE card. Thanks for your history lesson. Have a great day. All right, thanks, man. Thanks for listening to my historical and geopolitical rambling. But yeah, take care, man, and yeah, have a good one. Enjoy your holidays as best you can. Let's see. I'll actually get rid of the basic anchor. Is there anything else I want here? Start a battle, gain 3 counterattack. Tenacity damage. Well, I got a lot. I'm fucking rich. Might as well buy these things now. Gear it up a little bit. Ambush. Obsidian sword. Apply 2 mark. I think the mark is really good. Increase damage amount. Tenacity damage. First attack card used per battle by 100%. What was this one? Increase damage of attack cards by 40% one time per battle? I actually think I prefer the obsidian sword. I don't know if that's a good idea. Start a battle, 20% shield. Sure, I should have bought this first and then the other one. Fuck. Hey, Shattuck Blast. Welcome back, man. Actually, no, that's you, Mr. J, I think, right? Yeah, because YouTube changed everyone's names like a month ago. Doesn't seem like Zome's trying to continue the drama of Glaive. I mean, to be fair, if Zome isn't a rat, then he'll eventually stop. Part of being a rat is constantly chasing drama, and if Zome isn't a rat, then naturally he'll stop chasing drama. Like it's one. I guess it's like personally, I wouldn't care if Zome kept pressing the point, but you know, if you're not a rat, or if you don't enjoy like watching rat creators, eventually talking shit will get old. Well, I say that, but talking shit on the rats will never get old for me personally. Do I still have any cards to Epiphany? Okay, yeah, I still do. Thank God. Let's see, power charge. Let's see, 30% damage to all enemies. Change cost. Yeah, Epiphany. This one. Nice. Valious Epiphany too. Let's see, weakness attack. 330 damage to all enemies, changes cost card to 1. Yes, it's exactly what I want. Let's see. Oh, you have to combo it first. Ah, fuck. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. This is the Epiphany one? Yeah. We don't have that many cards to Epiphany anyway, so whatever. This one is Afflict Ravage for 40% fixed shield. Leap attack? What is this? Inspiration, leap attack. Sure, I don't know how I'm supposed to trigger inspiration for this. I guess we'll give it to Veronica then. 200%, 230% pierce damage. I don't have Veronica on a pierce build yet. So. Ooh, rally. Oh, this is exhaust, activate, drawn card, draw 1, draw card. Do I care about this? Sure. Don't you think that's good that he keeps pressing him? Ideally, yes. But I'm not asking like one person in particular. When I talk about like how we should keep the pressure up on the rats, I'm not asking just one person to do it, or like any one person in particular. I want it to be a group effort, right? Just like how the rats, you know, draw their power or their influence from there being so many of them, or at least there being a lot of them, so too do we need to do the same, right? One content creator or one group or yeah, one content creator can't really do much on their own. So I want a lot of people to attack the rats from all different angles. So that way it overloads the rats and they can't concentrate. They can't like all fucking brigade one creator at once or something like that, right? The more people who talk shit, especially the more like bigger creators talk shit on the rats, that means that the rats have to try to go after everybody at once, and it splits up their attention. To be fair, on the other hand, it's like, yeah, technically we are giving them more people, more targets to go after too. But at least that way, like in my logic, like eventually the rats are gonna go after a lot of people anyway, right? Because all you need to do is make one comment about, oh, Wuwa sucks or something, and you'll aggro the entire Wuwa rat population, and they're gonna go after your ass anyway, right? And it might happen during a time where there's no other drama going on, so the rats will fucking latch onto that drama and fucking beat the shit out of that out of whichever content creator they want to go after, right? So it's better, in my opinion at least, it's better off that, you know, a lot of content creators go after the rats all at once, because at least that way nobody has to worry about, oh, just they themselves, like, oh, like any one of us having to take on the rats on our own, which is what so very frequently happens, especially over the past year. Anyways, though, back to your original comment. Yes, ideally he should keep pressing him. However, you know, if that's, I've also elaborated before that if people don't want to do that, if that's not what they're comfortable with, then that's fine too. Just, you know, make whatever content you can roasting the rats, and if you want to go back to your original content, then yeah, sure. These guys have tons of shields. Maybe I should have built a, actually, no, I didn't. When I got the firing prep epiphany, I didn't get a fucking, what is it? I didn't get a piercing ballista buff. There isn't much you can do about that, I don't think. Hey, okay, Sloan, how's it going, man? And yeah, happy holidays to you too. See. Yeah, fuck it. I guess we're using this. Huh, Ronka is actually naturally her ult naturally pierces. Okay, what is this? Increase action count by 2. Oh, these are inspiration effects. I don't really care about these. I don't know, fucking. Actually, let me kill the guy on the right. Maybe if we kill this dude, maybe it'll aggro the big guy. Heal. Pop that. Pop the morale buff. Looks like NTE smear campaign started again. Is it the rats again, or what? Or is it somebody else? Because I think the rats tried to support NTE before, right? No? Or am I remembering incorrectly? I could be, actually. You don't believe Glade's response even just... Oh no, don't worry, Shy. I've got my own video that I'm working on currently, or my editor is working on, and hopefully we'll get it out by the end of the weekend. Fingers crossed. But yeah, don't worry, I got a follow-up video in response to Glaive's whole explanation bullshit, where I attack a couple of what I think are the most flawed arguments that Glaive makes in his self-defense of him using AI. So no, I know I guess Zome's done with CC drama according to Liddy, which is unfortunate. I guess Zome got intimidated, or maybe he just doesn't want to deal with you know, the rats trying to come after his ass anymore, which is a damn shame. I mean, that's if you guys can fucking let me rant about that for a quick second, and it's gonna turn into another fucking 10-15 minute rant. I just know it. But like that's exactly what I fucking mean when most other content creators don't want to fucking deal with the rats, right? Like nobody has the balls to like throw down with the rats and like keep it up, like and stay committed to it. Everyone is like either people don't call out the rats and fucking you know keep them on their toes on a consistent basis, or like they try doing it, like Zome or whoever, and like after one situation they're like, oh, I'm done with it, man, I'm done with it. It's like, brother, if that was your stance in the first place, why did he even try baiting them in the first place? Like Zome's first, like his initial exposure video, I understand, right? Him exposing Glaive for using AI. I think in that video itself, because I watched it in its entirety, Zome even said like he doesn't really have a problem per se with like Glaive or the others, so that's kind of, you know, that's kind of unfortunate. But like he, like, I understand that, you know, the initial video was just him calling out Glaive for why the fuck are you using AI, right? But I guess, yeah, I guess it makes sense that Zome said at the beginning of that video, like some shit like, oh, you know, I don't really have beef with Glaive or Saint Tundus or whoever. I guess it makes more sense now, now that he said he's gonna not be involved in, you know, gacha CC drama anymore. But yeah, that's what I mean. Where I say, like, whenever I say that, like, CCs, especially gacha CCs, most of them are only out here fucking looking after themselves. Like, dare I say, like y'all are some fucking selfish ass bitches. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, so killing the guy on the right powers up the dude on the left. So probably shouldn't have done that. The usual suspects are the Anantards. Do we know if any of them are also rats too? Because that's always a possibility. I actually really like the builds that I got here. Maybe I can afford to get rid of Mika's build. I don't think Mika's build is really that spectacular, but Veronica's and who is it? Haru's builds I really like. Let's see, what is this? Immunity, vulnerable. Yeah, vulnerable. Copy card. Let's see. Ooh, perfect. Another anchor shot here. Now she should have, what, triple anchor shot? Technically, if I had had her copy anchor pointer 2 or 3 times, that would have been better. But damage against amount against 25% against targets holding shields. That would be really nice for a an anti-shield build. Shield gain amount by 25%. this? Gain 3 counterattack. Do I care about that? Because Veronica is actually somewhat a decent shielder, because I think she has that one Epiphany card that gives her like 200% shield. So unironically, I think Consecrated Halo might not be bad. Let's see. Maybe this one's better. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna give Haru this one, because I think the fear that the second weekly boss gives himself like hella shield or something. So yeah, I'll go with that one. Can't do that. Okay, let's finally pull for Soren. They even admitted they did it on purpose in the official and the Discord. Well, hopefully people have grabbed screenshots of that shit. Jesus Christ, imagine glazing a gacha game that's not even out yet. And here I was thinking, why is the text in Korean? And here I was thinking that the Wuwa rats were the retarded ones. I'll definitely lock those. Is there a way for me to see? Is there a way for me to see what her build was? Delete memories. I don't remember it being that good anyway. Yeet. You don't think the bigger creators want to be involved in so much drama, and to be honest, you don't blame them. I don't either, but here's the thing. Here's why I'm adamant on people speaking out against the rats anyway. The rats don't give a shit. They will come after your ass eventually. Because again, all you gotta do is say one, or make one mistake, or say something that the rats can like somehow twist out of fucking context, and you know, show people, and you use to stir up drama, and you're in the fucking shitter. And like, sure, the bigger CCs could probably afford to just shrug it off, right? You know, don't respond to it, and you know, let the drama just kind of like sidestep the drama. Don't feed the rats or anything like that. Sure, they can do that, but what about everyone else? Not everyone's a big gacha CC, right? A lot of us gacha CCs are smaller CCs, right? Whose videos only get like a couple thousand views, or even that, right? So what happens if a rat decides to, or the rats in, like, just in general, decide to go after one of the smaller ones? Like, will they be able to handle it as well? Because you know, people on the internet are super affected, no matter how they sound. People are super affected by what they see, you know, said about them on the internet. Like, will some of these smaller gacha CCs, like be able to withstand a rat attack? Because I guarantee you not all of them can. Like, what if they're like Maggie's a perfect example. Maggie, the former, emphasis on former, English speaking Wuwa TC girl, TC person, whatever. Fucking St. Tondas and the other rats fucking ratted her ass out, right? And they effectively fucking chased her out of the community. Like, y'all, like, people can say, oh, but she decided to leave on her own accord, all you fucking want. But no, the way I see it, just from what I understand, nah, bruh, she was basically chased out. And people told me that she was quite literally the only English-speaking theory crafter for Wuwa that they had, or at least the only one of size that people like actually like knew. So now that she's gone, who the fuck else does the English-speaking Wuwa community have to turn to for an English-speaking theory crafting content creator? Like, I hope other people have stepped in to take her place, but like, if nobody has, or they're just not very good, then.
散歩してたら突然降り出して
I Let's see, whose card did I take last time? Veronica. This time let's take Mika's card. Zodan's video with St. Thomas stepping right. Yes, Zodan, at least for now, he's an example of a CC that at least, you know, I have high hopes for as far as like the anti-rat campaign goes. Yeah, because Zodan started off being a rat sympathizer. Maybe he was never a rat himself, but he definitely sympathized with them in the beginning, like last year. And then, you know, St. Thomas either, you know, backstabbed his ass, or, you know, he had a falling out with them, and now, you know, he's realized, oh wait, like I should have never supported the rats in the first place, and now he's talking mad shit on them, you know, wherever he can. And obviously, yeah, I agree. That's definitely a good step in the right direction. Oh, I could have seen the build going to combatant page looking to save the. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. Didn't think about that. Yeah, I don't think that Mika build was really that good. So, yeah, hopefully I don't regret it. My last video about John Seaman and Glaive is the reason why you subbed. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Not because you care for the drama, but calling out someone who uses someone's suicide to push gacha tribalism dramas was fucking gross. Yeah, man. Like, these rats, like, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this. I'm probably just preaching to the choir right now. But, yeah, those fucking rats don't give a shit about things like that. Like, quite literally, they will use anything at their disposal if it means that they can push their little fucking dog shit rat agenda just a little bit further. Yeah, mid-piece, yeah. I've heard that Maggie is apparently doing, has switched her content over to doing Stella Sora content now. Which is good. It's good that she's found a new home. Bran would have been a good example of Big CC calling out the rats. I mean, he did, but he didn't. I don't. As far as I'm aware, he didn't really make like a big deal out of it. Glaive and St. Thomas did him dirty. Yeah, with that whole C6 Mawika thing. Yeah, and then like I mentioned in my last video, yeah, fucking Glaive goes out and fucking C6's Nefer, and you know, before we forget, St. Thomas also fucking C6'd his own Al-Hytham. I should have included that actually. Should have included that tidbit, how St. Thomas fucking C6'd Al-Hytham on his own Genshin account back in the day. Alas, maybe I'll bring that up next time, or whenever next time allows. You heard a lot of people said Stella Sora is gonna EOS due to the recent monetization drama. Yeah, but a lot of those people were fucking retarded too. Yeah, you heard that shit from like Styx and other, you know, other fucking journalist type tourist motherfucking tourist ass looking gacha CCs, no? Yeah, no. Like they're still alive. They're still kicking. Not to mention, I highly doubt that Stella Sora makes the bulk of their money from their global server, because remember, the Japanese server and the Stella Sora is Chinese, so I assume Stella Sora also has their own Chinese server. And then, you know, I'm sure they have their own Korean server too. But yeah, no. Stella Sora, like, if it was gonna EOS, it probably would have EOS'd already. So the fact that they haven't is, you know, I don't think they're gonna EOS. At least not anytime soon. Like, nah, Shy. Whenever you hear people being like, oh, this gacha's gonna EOS, or that gacha's gonna EOS, like, take everything they say with a grain of salt. I mean, just take anybody who has an extreme opinion about anything, whether it be gacha or something else, with a grain of salt. Like, don't believe them right away. Like, if you're really that interested in what's going on, make sure you do your research and do a little bit of digging, or at the very least, ask people that who you can trust, or who you think know more about you know more about you on the matter than you do, and ask them of like what's going on and what they think of it. But yeah, no. Stella Sora ain't gonna EOS. At least I don't expect it to. Yo, Merry Christmas, this guy. How's it going, man? Hope you enjoyed your holiday so far. Anyways, enough yapping. So Let's pull the Serennial here. Instant 5-star. I will say this, I did do a couple of multis, I think 4 multis before this banner, back on Chizuru's banner, because I wanted to get both Tressa and Rei to C6, I think it was. So yeah, technically this is not an early one. Actually no, technically this might still be an early one, but I did do a couple of multis before this. See what it is now.
あなたを助けに来た守護天使セレニエルです。
Very good. Man, first multi, and I got Serennial already. I kind of want to do more multis just to see if I can get C6. Who is it? C6 Selena. Let's see. My Tressa is C6 now. Manifest Ego. Yeah, she's C6 now. And then what was Rei? Yeah, Rei was C6, or she is now. And then Selena, what about you? Oh, she's far from C6. Okay. So I might actually do more polls on Serennial's banner anyway, just to see how many copies of a Selena I can get in the process. Sticks came up a lot in your shorts. Dude has such corporate talk. Yeah, man. Yeah, holy fuck, dude. He's such a fucking I don't want to call him a rat. Technically, he's not there yet, but holy fuck, he's such a fucking tourist, dude. Yeah, I think corpo is a good way to describe him. But yeah, you know, always talking, always appealing to like the morale or the moral argument, right? Like always fucking, you know, tenderizing his viewers with all his fucking flowery ass fucking language. It's like fucking listening to him gives me a fucking aneurysm, bro. Like holy fuck, man. Obligatory FU to who? Sorry. My CZN luck has been pretty damn good so far, I think. So I ain't complaining. Am I planning to get Lene? Yes, after this. After I'm done with CZN pulls. So yeah, I'm gonna try to pull some more, see if I can get some copies of Selena. See if I got lucky enough for that. Are you fucking serious? That was the 5-star animation, right? It's clear that he looks for sponsorships. Yeah, exactly. Nice, another copy of Selena. Styx has been a rat since TOF's release. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, actually, you know all about that, Kessler. Hey, yo, Finkel, just in time. I actually already pulled Serennial Finkel, but I got another 5-star pulled like back to back. So this one isn't obligatory. You're just fucking Sag now. I'm sorry, man. If it makes you feel any better, my Arknight's luck and my Zenless luck have been dog shit. So yeah. Lucky in some games, unlucky in others, I guess. CZN eating away at my Wuwa luck? True. Hey, it's Hugo. Hey, at least it's somebody new. I believe Hugo is really good with Tressa, I believe, so I can start building his ass now. You didn't seem that excited. Rigged, perhaps? It's not that it's rigged. my gacha accounts being rigged? Please. No. I'm just not that kind of creator. I know most other people in that situation would be fucking screaming their heads off, being like, "Oh my god, guys, chat, do you see this? Chat, do you see this?" I never was really like that kind of person. Like, I can get excited, but like, it's got to be something truly out of the ordinary. Like, just getting back-to-back 5 stars is like that's, I've seen that before. I've seen that happen before, like plenty of times. Either through my own polls or I watch somebody else do that shit, or like do their polls on stream. I just watch theirs. It's like, I've seen these things happen enough times where it's like, I really don't feel the need to get excited about this. Like, if I were to say, like, get 3 or 4 SSRs in the same multi, then I'll be like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on? Maybe I'll be able to, maybe I'll react a little bit then, but nah. Before then, like, I've been playing gacha games for like 8.5 years. That combined with my natural personality, which is just like, I don't really freak out that much to begin with. It's like, nah. Like, after a while, you get used to it. Dude, debuff, bricked account, nice. Time to go to Zenless Twitter and tell those guys all about how I bricked my own account. Hugo is insane. Yeah, Tress is my favorite character in the game, and I hear Hugo is one of Tress's best characters. Now that now that the devs have announced that they're gonna nerf, or maybe they already did nerf, the Cassius and Tressa combo, I would imagine Hugo is Tressa's best partner now, or best teammate now. Seeing our boy M Trash pick a Stellosora back up because he got sponsored to give it a fair review. Yeah, just like that one time Psyche made a review on Path to Nowhere when apparently he was sponsored to do it. Actually, no, I think it was that he wasn't sponsored to make that video in particular, but he got sponsored to play the game before that, and then he made his review video, which is like, you sure that video wasn't also sponsored? Another copy of Nia. Kind of hoping for Selena though. You want to know how I expect Star Rails 4.0 is going to be a shit show with the Japan-China drama? Yeah, 4.0 could definitely suffer a lot from that whole political drama stuff. Yeah, because I mean, Hoyo is saying that this current patch is gonna have to last for like 2 weeks longer is already kind of a bad sign. Should I say it's a bad sign? Still polling. Yeah, I want to pick up some more copies of Selena because I think Selena is really, really good. I'll try to get to like C4 or something. Excuse me. It's a lot of pulls. Yeah, I haven't really pulled very much. And this game gives you a lot of pulls just for playing the game too, so that's nice. Nice, another copy of Selena. But yeah, Shy, I think, I'm not saying that 4.0, Star Rails 4.0 patch is going to be like straight up a fucking disaster, but I give it a very high probability that there's going to be some jank shit with that. Because remember, they have to do a lot of, they've got to make quite a few changes to make sure that it doesn't involve Japan in any way. Not to mention, they've also got to figure out how they want to rotate around the gacha banners and figure out what kind of characters they want to add throughout the 4.0 patch too, or the 4.x client too. So they got a lot of work to do. And who knows if the work they end up doing will be enough. Alright, if I can pick up another copy of, well, this is Selenial. I kind of didn't want to pull her just so that my next 5-star would be guaranteed. But I guess I have a C1 Selenial. I hope she's good. There goes all my fucking Wuwa luck, I guess. Who's this? Oh, C1, right? Would have preferred somebody new like me. At least my next 5-star is guaranteed. What the You're off rate up. Why the fuck did you show up? Why is it that when I first say that, oh, you know, if I only get excited when I get 3 5-stars in a row? Your account is rigged? It's not, but I will say this, I didn't expect this. You also have Sakura Yao, who's a Japanese-inspired character. Yeah, so they're gonna have to switch around her character schedule for sure. Okay, fuck you. It's not like I wanted it to happen in this game. I would have much rather happen in this in Wuwa, or have this happen in Wuwa. C2 is really good on her. Well, at least that's nice to know. That's insane. E2 Serenial already. How many multis did I even do? Only 5, right? Is this what Genshin players say when they're just trying to build pity? Is this what that feels like? Dev mode on. Can you at least fake a reaction? Hey, there's the Selena I wanted. Hey, here we go. There's your reaction, Shy. Hey, here's my Celine copy. This is what I was looking for. Fuck all the other 5-stars. Here's my Selena. My C4 Selena, I think. The last pull, too. Can you at least fake a reaction? I guess I can do the soy jack, the soy pog reaction that all content creators do. No way! Seriously? Yeah. Waiter, my steak is too juicy. My lobster too buttery. Type shit. Well, time to take a screenshot of this. Nice. But yeah, that means my fucking Wuwa polls are fucking absolutely fucked. Do a Poke impression. My Chinese accent is very poor, and if I were to try to attempt it, some people could misconstrue that as me trying to make fun of Chinese people, or you know, Singaporeans, because Poke is technically Singaporean. Do not send this to Vaughn on Discord. I'm not going to. But I don't know. What does Mr. Poke? What would Mr. Poke even say in this situation? No way! No way, guys! No way! Is that good enough? I'm trying to remember what Mr. Poke's mannerisms are. You definitely would say that. It's like, oh my god, guys! Oh my god, guys! Is that how he sounds? I don't know. What the hell is on your screen? I don't know either. I didn't ask for this. I was just looking for this girl, I swear, at the end. He usually stands up and leaves the room. I actually did that once when I remember one time. I remember back when I did my very first Genshin pulls back 5 years ago when Genshin first came out. I was doing some standard banner pulls, and I actually pulled both Keking and Mona. And as soon as I pulled, who was it, Mona? I fucking got up out of my chair and fucking left. This this triple 5-star screen's better than Serenial's lobby screen. I should have switched my category over to Chaos Zero Nightmare. The fuck am I doing on the Wuwa category? Guess I'll post that to that one to Twitter, I guess. No way CZN is same. No, they don't. It doesn't. I'm sure CZN's rates are slightly better, if I recall correctly. Yeah, the 5 stars is 1%, and then I think the rate up is still a coin flip though. But yeah, 5-star, the base chance to get any 5 star is 1%. As a general rule, at least from what I've noticed from my years of pulling gacha and fucking suffering, well, except for right now, anything below 1% in gacha, for like your top rarity, if you go below 1%, it gets exponentially harder to pull them. I mean, you know, I'm no mathematician, but I'm sure you guys have kind of felt that. 1% is like the bare minimum where you can kind of expect a 5-star character or like a top rarity character, and then having like multi 5-star pulls like that in a single multi, they happen way more frequently when you've got a 1% or higher like base chance. Like if you play in the big four gacha games, you hardly get any multis. Obviously they can still happen. I'm sure, you know, dig through Twitter enough, then you'll see people get multi 5-star pulls and like a single multi type shit. But they just happen far more frequently, and it's just a lot more likelier to happen in gachas that have 1% or higher. Like when you start dealing with gachas that have 1% or lower, that's when you must truly be afraid. At least, you know, thank God the big 4 gachas at least have fucking softened heart pities. But imagine if they didn't. Oh boy. Anyways, my job is done. At least from gacha.
重機の手入れは繊細に、より繊細な狙撃を、より繊細な狙撃を。私のサインでいいの？みんなのおかげだよ。助けが必要ならいつでも呼んでください。ここからもっと成長するのですか？嬉しいです。これでもっと多くの敵を殺せるのですね。助けが必要ならいつでも呼んでください。
Oh yeah, I also got a copy of
管理が必要ですか？霧の中でも
I guess I can end this on one last what is it? Standard banner multi. Surely this won't give me a 3-star again, or a 5-star. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Ritochka. Okay, just one more single multi, or one more multi, and then I'll be able to pick up who is it again? Malin. I think people said Malin. So, what do I not have yet? I've got the what was that? What was the blonde Chinese girl's name from Ruby? Xiao something, was that her name? But whatever her name is here, Magna, Luke, and then Renoa. Huh, that's surprising. I already have. I'm only missing 4 more 5 stars. Interesting. Christmas buff. True, actually. True. I totally forgot. Today's Christmas. Must be a correlation. Stealing all your birthday luck? No such thing. Don't worry. I've gone into a deep debt for what I'm about to do in Wuwa. Anyways, enough CZN. Let's finally get to playing some Wuwa, or at least pulling Wuwa. Alright. Take care of that later. But shit, man. Like, I've gotten multi-SSRs before, but they're very rare, and they usually only happen in games like Nikke, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, the base chance of getting a 5-star, or like a top rarity is already pretty high anyway. Like, legit, yeah, actually, I think that's the very first time I've ever pulled a triple 5-star in a gacha game that has 1% or lower. Because I've never pulled a triple 5-star in FGO, and FGO also has 1% rates for their 5-stars. So yeah, that's the first time. I guess the first time for everything, huh? Got MP5 Draco in under 80 pulls. Holy shit. But hey, congrats, Kyria. But yeah, man. It's like, holy fucking shit. No more Serenial pulls. Too salty doing this. All right, fair enough. I'll spare you the pain. 1% still hella. Yeah, of course. I'm not denying that it's still hella fucking lucky. Yeah. Should have gone and fucking bought a lottery ticket. I saw the Powerball right now is at what, fucking 2 billion at the moment. Maybe tomorrow I should go buy a lottery ticket. See, try my chances. If I could get a triple fucking 5-star, I can surely I can win the 2 billion jackpot, right? There's a reason why she is warping ribbon in her lobby screen. Serenial pretty fucking good even without her egos. Yeah, I mean I haven't really planned on like getting any of the limited CZN characters to like extra dupe levels either. Like I was just doing that just because Selena's on radar. Sure, I'll try to get her to a higher dupe level, I guess. And then games like, but what if we also gave you 2 more 5-stars as well? Best I can do is a fucking triple 5-star pull. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways, let's go lose the coin flip for Lene too. Cause ain't no way I'm gonna after that shit. Ain't no way I'm gonna win the fucking coin flip here. Ain't no fucking way, boys. This has gotta be a loss, right? I gotta fucking lose the coin flip here, right? Yo, Full Out Alchemist, you just missed a triple SSR. Yes, you just barely missed me pulling a triple SSR in Chaos Zero Nightmare. And I was only pulling for a 4-star character too, so it was completely unintentional. I mean, anything you pull is completely unintentional, to be fair. E-sword. You don't play Wuwa, but is the community as toxic as people describe, or just tribalism? Let me put it to you this way: the tribalism has gotten so bad that it makes the Wuwa community seem toxic. Get it feels like these days more and more people, including Wuwa players themselves, are starting to get real sick and tired of the fucking rats going around dick sucking Wuwa constantly. So I'm at least happy to report to you that not all Wuthering Waves players are insufferable little fucking tribalistic rats, insufferable little pieces of shit. There are still, you know, totally perfectly decent Wuwa players out there, perfectly decent Wuwa fans out there, who don't necessarily glaze Wuwa because they're trying to put down other gacha games like Hoyo games or whatever. That being said, it's like the rats have gone so rampant for so long that it's quite, at least in my opinion, it's quite seriously negatively impacted the reputation that Wuwa has out here in the West specifically. And obviously that's really, really sad to see, because Wuthering Waves is a great gacha. It doesn't deserve developing that sort of reputation like that. All because, you know, they were the first ones to develop after. They're the first big gacha to come out after the Hoyo ones that isn't, you know, developed by Hoyo. Because if it weren't Wuwa and some other big production Chinese gacha game came out, you know the rats would have latched onto that one instead, right? And chilled that as like their fucking anti-Hoyo champion of sorts. It's just that it's unlucky that Wuwa, in a sense anyway, it's unlucky that Wuwa was the first one to come out, the first non-Hoyo big gacha to come out after, you know, after Hoyo got their start. Because now all the rats fucking, you know, want to suck Wuwa's dick and, you know, hail it as the fucking the fucking Hoyo killer gacha, like constantly for like the past year and a half or some shit. So I don't blame you for feeling that way, for getting the impression that, oh, like Wuwa's community is super toxic because of all the rats. I urge you to still play Wuwa anyway, though. Like, don't let these rats, or just don't let anyone in general, not even like not even counting the rats. Don't let anyone in general, or let anything in general dissuade you from playing this game. The Wuwa is still a very good gacha. It's not perfect like the rats say. Of course it's not. Nothing is. No gacha is perfect, just by nature. But it still does a lot of things really well, and you shouldn't let the rats or anybody else tell you, or for whatever reason, right? Whether they tell you to play the game, or they tell you not to play the game, you shouldn't let anyone else tell you otherwise. If you want to try the game out. So rats ruin it for everyone. Yeah, unfortunately so. It's a damn shame, but that's why I'm saying that's a big part of the reason why I'm you know, fighting to get rid of them, or at least, you know, help people see that help convince people that they need to get rid of the fucking rats. Because if we don't do it, no one will. Blame Tectone for overglazing. I mean, he definitely had a big hand in it, right? He also cultivated some of the other rats, like Saint Tontus, by shoving his dick down his throat daily. But we can't blame Tectone for everything, because even if Tectone didn't exist, even if Tectone never went down his fucking gacha grifter arc, there still would have been rats anyway. Even without Tectone, you know for a fact that, you know, the clown would still be here, right? Maybe just not as big, maybe just not as fucking annoying, but he still would be here. He'd still be out here fucking trying his damnedest to, you know, shill Wuwa and fucking talk mad shit on Hoyo. So we can't blame everything on Tectone. Though we can, you know, we can fucking shove a lot of the blame up his ass though. And now Slop CC's used the Tectone formula. Yep, that is true. You feel like putting down Hoyo games is too beneficial? Oh, you said too beneficial. Yeah, it's too easy. Yeah, Genshin and all the other Hoyo games, they're just too easy of targets. Because they're the big boys in town. So, you know, if you're the biggest, if you're the biggest boys in town, you have the biggest targets on your back. It's just like you said, it's way too fucking easy to fucking farm views and farm likes and clicks on your tweets and shit and your videos and shit, because all you gotta do is just say one bad thing about Hoyo and all the rats come flocking over to your content, be like, yeah, you get us, you get us, Wuwa's the best, and they just constantly suck Wuwa's dick dry. Finally, there's a 5-star. I fully expect to lose this, so it's not going to be a Lene here. Oh, 5-star already. Let's see who it is. Yeah, I think that's who is it? I think she's S5 now. I'm pretty sure. Genshin, yeah. Pretty sure she's S5. Yeah, she's S4. Sorry, not S5. Not quite S5. One more spook though, and she'll be there though. You're less smudged now. I mean, yeah, I saw that coming from a fucking mile away. It's a good thing I bought all the packs that came out before the patch turned over. Dauntless ever, and I think that's the Claymore. Hey, Merry Christmas, Dominic. How's it going, man? And happy holidays. Hope you're enjoying your holidays so far. Playing FGO lottery is the only thing you're missing. Strength material, spend all the QP. Any tips on how to use the QP? Spending QP on servant skills. Servant skills are the single biggest expenditure of QP in FGO in my experience. So if you've got skills to upgrade, then blow your QP on that. Hey, board player, how's it going, man? Long time no talk, but yeah, hope you've been doing well, and hope you've been enjoying your holidays so far. Got your guarantee for Mornier? Hey, nice. Hope you get her soon, or hope you get her as soon as she comes in. How many multis was that? I should probably start doing single pulls now. Hey, Dayo, no, I think that's how I say your name. You've been here. I think you've been hanging out in chat for a little bit. Thanks so much for the brand new sub, man. It wasn't even a Twitch Prime sub; it's just a regular sub. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Let's see. Let's do one more multi. If this one doesn't get me a 5-star, then I will start doing singles. There we go. So let's start doing singles now. Kind of deserve to lose that one. Hey, I wouldn't go so far as say I deserved to lose it, but you know, let's just say that I wasn't expecting it, or I was completely expecting to lose it. It's like I'm innocent, bro. I didn't ask for this, man. Well, actually no. Technically, you could say I did ask for it because I reverse jinxed myself when you asked me. It's like, bro, why don't you give? Actually, no. Were you the one who said, oh, bro, why don't you give more of a reaction? I was like, in response, I said something like, oh, it's because I've already seen everything there is to see in gacha games, and unless I get like 3 5-stars in a row or something, I'm not gonna start freaking out or something like that. Were you the one? I think you were. So I guess I guess I reverse jinxed myself somehow. I didn't even know that was a thing. You appreciate the nuanced talk about gacha games? Yeah, somebody's gotta do it, man. Somebody's gotta. All these other gacha CCs, like, not all of them are rats, obviously. I do respect a handful of other gacha CCs out there, but very few other people, if anybody at all, are willing to take the time to sit down and really, you know, like, dissect gachas? Is dissect the right word to use here? Just talk about gacha games in depth. Everybody else out here is just fucking, you know, clickbaiting their fucking dicks off, maximizing their fucking views, max CPM, as they say in the fighting game community. You know, just trying to maximize their fucking engagement baits, you know, maximize their fucking profits, maximize their social media presence. It's like I'd understand if some people were like that, but in here in the gacha space, it feels like everyone's like that, man. Like, not even the CCs that I respect are completely guilty from that. Because if they truly cared about gacha games, they would understand that, yeah, the rats are a fucking problem, and they try to do something about it themselves too. But everyone is either scared of the rats retaliating against them, or what is it? Or they don't want to bother with any of the drama themselves, and so they're just gonna you know, take shelter in their own little corner, where you know, they're most comfortable in, where all they need to worry about is just, you know, interacting with their own communities, where they don't have to worry about anybody, you know, talking shit on them or about them to their faces or anything like that. It's like nobody else out here is willing to you know, exit their comfort zone, or at the very least do something that at least they feel like is right. And I try not to like bring up the moral argument in anything, because, you know, I naturally distrust anybody who brings up like the moral argument to a lot of things. Like in some places it makes sense wherever it's appropriate. Like say for example that John Seaman rat on Twitter using someone else's suicide just to shill Wuwa some more. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. There's not really much of, there's no getting around that. There's no getting around that. But, you know, as long as I don't feel like I need to do that, like I try not to bring up the moral argument here either. But I'll make an exception here. I feel like what these rats are doing are ruining the gacha space, or at least their actions can potentially ruin the gacha space. And so somebody has to stand up to try to stop them. And, you know, one, no one else is doing it, and two, I feel like I'm the best qualified to do that, because you got to know what you're talking about to fight against the rats. The rats succeed because people, or at least a big part of the reason why the rats succeed is because people don't know that much about gacha games. Like for the past 5 years, they never have, not that much anyway. I mean, you know, people generally speaking kind of know about a thing or two about gacha games, but they still don't know a whole lot about them, even still 5 years later. Why? Because there's been no big gacha CC out there to at least try to educate the gacha players overall, like just the gacha space in general, about, oh hey, this is how gacha games work. Like even then, one big CC is not gonna really move the needle that much, but at least it would be a start. Like, somebody has to do this. And if nobody else wants to, then I guess that falls down to... I guess that responsibility falls to me. Anyways, let's pull for Linnea's weapon. Well, I guess that makes up for the coin flip loss. Hey, Cherry Blossoms, welcome back. Or welcome to the stream. You're a returning 1.0 player. To Wuwa, got Linnea, but you have no units to play her. Not sure if you know, but is Yuno good with her, and should you pull her weapon? Let's see. Does Pridwin have a Linnea entry? I mean, it's been like a couple of days. Of course they would have it. Pridwin fucking sucks Wuwa's dick too, so why wouldn't they? Let me look that up for you, actually. Let's see. For Linnea, her weapon is just under 20% better than Static Mist. Let's see here. I think... Excuse me. Almost coughed in my own spit. I don't think Linnea needs her signature weapon, because according to Pridwin here, if you can get her signature weapons, that'd be great. That means she'll operate at a full 100% efficiency. But if you get her the new standard weapon that we got, because with this update, I don't know if you know, but with this update, Wuwa added 5 more standard banner weapons. Those being these 5 right here. I'm assuming these are supposed to be like Lahoi Roy. Specific or like themed weapons. Who is it? Linnea can use these. These are the new 5-star standard pistols, handguns, whatever you want to call them. These are really nice because they give you crit damage. As long as, in my opinion, you might already know this too, Cherry Blossoms. But in my opinion, in Wuwa, as long as a weapon has a crit stat, main stat like this, I think that weapon is really good. Or at least that weapon is a solid choice. Just because of how crit stat dependent characters are in this game. At least your DPSs. Even if you're not technically a DPS, sometimes some characters can rely on crit stats a lot. Actually, do they? I don't know. I'm probably talking my ass. But DPS definitely do. And Linnea is the DPS, I think. So, yeah. If you don't want to roll for her signatures, that's fine. But instead, if you can pull for her standard, the new standard pistols, these things, they're called phasic homogenizers. Then yes, that if you can get your Linnea a copy of this pistol right here, I think she'll be okay. You don't have to pull her her signatures. So yeah, technically, because these are standard, you'll get them eventually. So yeah, because that means that I don't think she needs her signature. As for teammates, good question. Let's see, gameplay and teams, synergies. Lene pairs best with liberation damage dealers who can make full use of their outro. Yuno is currently the strongest role in this, and currently the strongest in this role. Yes. So the answer to your question would be yes. You can run Yuno with Lene. I would assume Lene. You're gonna have to run Lene into Yuno though, because I'm assuming Lene must have an outro skill that specifically buffs Yuno. So Yuno won't be supporting Lene, but it's the other way around, I think. So yes, actually, as I'm assuming, actually no, it actually can go either way. Maybe you're supposed to go Yuno into Lene. Actually, is that how that shit works? She's the best liberation damage dealer in the game. Lene also buffs Yuno so well, or Lene buffs you. No, I was reading that wrong. I was misreading that. No, you still want to go Lene into Yuno. My bad. Lene buffs Yuno so well that's enough to make her one of the best single target DPSs in the game. However, Lene can also make Shangli Yao and Kalkaro, Mr. Calculator, much stronger than they used to be. Huh, Lene is a calculator buffer? Cool. Well, that actually convince people to use him though? It's a different question. So yes, yes. Or no to the signature weapon, and then yes to when the end times arrive, you will not be saved. Don't worry, I never asked to be. My bad. You're gonna do things that are beyond human comprehension. KS Lord. So back during the Game Awards, right? You know how I don't know if you know, but the Half-Life subreddit, or like the Half-Life online community, or a lot of Half-Life fans were wildly speculating that they would reveal Half-Life 3 at the Game Awards like a couple weeks ago, or at the start of the month. And then when we got no news about Half-Life 3, the Half-Life 3 or the Half-Life subreddit just went fucking ballistic. They started creating memes of them performing satanic rituals, typing in completely gibberish languages, and then occasionally slipping in random English words like Gaben, Half-Life 3, Jeff Keighley, the Game Awards. It's like that. It's like that, except it's instead of Half-Life 3 and Gaben and the others, it's you replicate that meme but with my name in it. My name, Gotcha, Wuthering Waves. Toho Sniper 98. How my Christmas AO class is going. How's my Christmas going? From a work perspective, pretty fucking terribly. This week's been very ass as far as the amount of money I'm making this week. I'm gonna try to see if the next 3 days will pay me a bit better. I'm assuming this week's been kind of off because holidays, and a lot of people are just cooking shit at home because a lot of people are home for the holidays, I guess. Which is kind of weird because Thanksgiving, I made a lot of money during Thanksgiving. I guess I figured Christmas would have been a similar story, but I guess not, huh? Whatever the case, I'm gonna see if the weekend treats me better in terms of hustling. I'm hoping that's the case. I guess we'll see. But either way, in terms of gacha though, my gacha pulls today because I pulled in both Chaos Zero Nightmare and Wuwa. Oh my god, holy shit. This might be one of the luckier times I've been in gacha. Probably one of the luckiest times I've ever been in gacha, to be honest. So, work, gacha, hell yes. Off-2 mechanic in general is a buff to Mr. Calculator because it gives him the ability to interrupt bosses and she can keep blasting. Really? Okay. That's cool. I wonder how much better Mr. Calculator is now. If people are still gonna meme him as like the worst character in the game, or if people are gonna be like, oh shit, actually, he's actually not bad now. What am I hustling? Oh, I do food delivery, Articlaus. I started doing food delivery a couple months ago. I think starting like October or so. I forget exactly when. but I'm doing this shit for a couple of months now, and yeah, just to keep myself afloat. It's been paying me decently well, actually. I'm surprised by how much money I can actually make, but yeah, no, this week has been kind of awful for me. You were getting a lot of orders yesterday. Yesterday, I feel like I could have gotten more orders if I had started work earlier, but it is what it is. Yeah, today, I figured today would be like Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving Day, like on Thanksgiving Day last month, I got a ton of orders actually. I made like 50% more, or even 60% more than I usually do, on average on Thanksgiving. But today was just not very good. Matter of fact, the only reason why I'm streaming right now is because like work was really slow today, so I was like, you know, it's not really worth it. I just came back home. Rip Yinlin. Oh no, what happened to Yinlin? And did she get fucked by the new the tune break, or the off break, or off tune meta, or whatever? Thanksgiving is a holiday about eating. I mean, Christmas too. Even if Christmas isn't exactly about you know, isn't exactly about eating per se. Matter of fact, I figured it would be the opposite, where like Christmas would be the day where people order, or no, yeah, people would order more takeout on Christmas, because Thanksgiving is the holiday where that's supposed to be about, like, oh, you eat a lot of food. Maybe it's different in other countries, but here in America, it's like we usually like the Christmas season. We usually like obviously food is a bit part of it, but I feel like for Thanksgiving, food is a lot bigger a part of like Thanksgiving rather than Christmas. So I figure, oh, the opposite would be true, where I wouldn't get as many orders on Thanksgiving Day as opposed to Christmas Day. But I don't know. Weird shit, I guess. Yinlin just keeps getting power crept as all. Oh, so same usual shit. Oh, Madao, I think it's you, Madao, right? How's the polls going? Oh, they were fucking godlike today. Holy shit. I think this might be one of my luckiest single gacha poll sessions I've had so far. My CZN polls were divine. I have no other word to describe it. And then my Wuwa polls here were okay. I did lose the coin flip. I had to go to full soft pity for Lene, which sucks, but I got a weapon early at least. Like first multi-weapon type shit. So on Christmas, people spend most money on guess on turkey. They have money. True, actually. I didn't consider that. You might be right. You might be onto something with that one. Yeah, you might be right about that one. I don't know. I'd believe it. Let's see. Oh, okay, now I gotta go farm shit now. Okay. Hold off on that then. Can you ask a Genshin question? Yeah, sure, no problem. Go ahead. I'm gonna catch up with the YouTube chat after I'm done max leveling Lene's signature here. Give me 1 second. I should click on that do not show again window. Ayo, board player, thanks so much for the 500 bits, man. Appreciate it. How much does HP does Cartwheel need? If you're talking about Cartathia, or Cartwheel as we like to call her, 50k. Her threshold HP that you want to get her to is 50k. Unfortunately, I believe, unless we've gotten new HP weapons since Cartathia came out, I believe you cannot get Cartathia to 50k HP without her signature. I think. I might be wrong about that one. Somebody, if I am, then somebody please let me know. But last I checked, I believe you cannot get Cartathia to 50k. Oh shit, what is this? I guess I can't get Lene's weapon to max level yet. Unfortunate. What is she? Let's see. Yeah, just straight up insufficient materials. Fuck. Okay. I guess I'll just stay at level 80 for now. Oh no, level 70. Not even 80. Yeah, everyone. Okay, then you should be good. But yeah, Cartathia's HP threshold is, I believe, 50k last I checked. Where is my own Cartathia? Where's my cartwheel? Yeah, my cartwheel has 51.5k. So if you can get her to at least, if you can give her at least 50k, then yeah, she's good to go. Exclamation mark, gotcha. Unfortunately, that command only works in Twitch chat. However, if you want to see the entire list of gacha games I play, I believe I can just put the command in chat like that, and I can paste it into YouTube chat. Oh, that's funny. What is it? I play so many gacha games that my YouTube messaging straight up won't even list them all. At least not in one message. There you go. That's my total list of all the gacha games that I play currently. I'm gonna have to grind for her ass. But yes, another Gyaro to add to my collection. Do you know a good team comp from Mona? I've been trying to make her work, but having trouble. I'll be very transparent with you right now. I haven't done Mona's buff yet. I've been saving doing all those buffs for stream. I just haven't had a chance to stream Genshin in a while. I'll try to stream Genshin at some point over the weekend because I've got a lot to catch up on in that game. So I don't know how much better Mona is after her buff, because I believe she's one of the characters who's got a buff, right? She's part of the Hexen Zircle squad, or at least, you know, she gets a buff from the Hexen Zircle stuff. So at the moment, let's see. What was your question? Good team. Okay, you're asking specifically for good team comps. There used to be this old ass, like old school, like Mona Bennett explosion, like nuke team comp, where if you did it right, basically you have Mona and Bennett on the same team together. I think Bennett would be, you'd have to build Bennett on an EM build specifically, because technically this is what no, actually no, not Bennett himself. Bennett, that's not right. Bennett can just be on a normal HP build, I think. HP build. And yeah, Mona I think would have to be built with EM, pretty sure. The team basically worked something like this, where you use Mona's ult and you switch to Bennett and have him apply Pyro, and then somehow I know I'm missing a few steps, so somehow that would cause Mona's ult to reverse vape whatever enemy Bennett hit. And so that would do Omega nuke damage if you set it up right. I don't know how good that build is these days. But that used to be a thing. I don't know if it still is. And especially now that she's been buffed, I think. I don't know if her teams have changed since then. I would still imagine Ben is still one of her best teammates, though. I mean, Mona scales off attacks, so why wouldn't he be? We have our Asuna now. Now, if we can only get Karen, yeah, they never will. I never say never, but unlikely. Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's see, what teammates would I run with Mona now? So Mona plays very differently when she like compared to when she's C2 or above, and when she's not, because C2 gives her when you have Mona at C2, that unlocks her ability, unlocks like a main DPS or like a basic attack DPS playstyle for her, because her C2 allows her allows any one of her basic attacks or her normal attacks to 20% chance to trigger one of her heavy attacks instead, or sorry, charge attacks as they're called in Genshin. So what that means that if you have her at C2 or over or more, you can actually use her as a main on-field DPS. I wouldn't really recommend that still anyway, because I think she's far more efficiently used as a nuke DPS, like a quick swap nuke DPS, where she's on 4-piece emblem and she just fucking ults. You just bring her into ult a bitch, and then you swap her out, and then like make her ult explode on somebody. But you can use her as a normal attacker if you want. I just would highly recommend you get her to C2 first. If you can, that is. Otherwise, you're probably better off using her as a 4-piece emblem holder, quick swap ult nuker, like a sub DPS technically, kind of. Yeah, ult nuker type thing. So in that regard, reverse vape is very strong naturally. So maybe you want to give her double pyro characters. Also remember that Mona benefits from double pyro, I think, because doesn't double pyro give your team like a 25% like attack bonus? Was it an attack bonus or was it a damage bonus? I think it's a damage bonus actually, not an attack bonus. So I was about to say if double pyro resonance gave you an attack bonus, then yeah, Mona obviously would benefit from that. But I think it's just a global damage boost, so everyone can benefit from it, I think. But yeah, Bennett works really well with Mona because Mona scales off attack, which is unlike most Hydro DPSs these days where they all scale off HP or something. So Bennett is obviously one of her better buffers, or teammates just in general. I mean, any attack scaling DPS loves Bennett. And then remember that Super Freeze is also back in meta as well, because Escoffier exists. So I guess you could put in Mona there if you wanted to use Mona as a main DPS there. If you have Escoffier, I don't know if you do, but if you do, then I think technically Super Freeze could work with Mona, kind of. Newer to Genshin, been playing less than a year. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Do make sure, because I'm not that well versed in like metas or team comps for Genshin, so I would encourage you to also ask other content creators as well who play Genshin, and do some research and look up some videos to see if anybody's put out like an updated Mona guide on YouTube, because I know that Mona was one of the characters who got buffed recently in Genshin. So assuming that's the case, yeah, maybe she wants a few different teams now. You got new characters, lots of 4 stars. All right, gotcha. C6 Mona though, what the hell did C6 Mona even do? I think it did something, but I don't. Yeah, what the hell did C6 Mona even do anyway? I forget. Linnea is like the second coming of Shorky. Is Linnea a global support? Is that what I'm hearing? Excuse me. Anyways, let me catch up with the YouTube chat. Let's see. Okay, I think the last comment from YouTube chat I read was Shy's comment where he said, "I feel like putting down Hoyo game is too beneficial." Yeah, I remember responding to that. Space will only get better when rats are removed. Absolutely, I completely agree. All these CCs act like they didn't make the career off of Hoyo games is fucking ironic. The rats, some of the rats, like the fucking clown, they tried to. But then when, the clown, when St. Tontus, when he wasn't allowed to join Hoyo's content creator program or whatever, he went on a fucking ego trip vendetta. And when Wuwa came out, he just attached himself to this game like a fucking parasite, like a fucking dog shit leech. So, like, a lot of CCs definitely did, don't get me wrong. Like, M-Tashed and possibly even Styx, definitely, and Tectone too, to a certain extent. Yeah, it applies to them, absolutely. But some of the rats actually, like Clown, like, it actually doesn't really apply to them, to be fair. Not that it really matters much, but, Hey, Abandoned Warehouse, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just trying to enjoy the holidays right now. You're a lot of farming at GNA right now. Yeah, I'll probably do an FGO stream at some point. Not to actually farm anything, but to pull a front point banner. Because I gotta get that done now that we have the 100 pull now. Let's see. Easy to target farm views since like 90% of people you play with have a fucking hate boner for Genshin specifically. Yep, everybody hates Genshin, man. So it's like, it's the cool thing to do to hate Genshin. Or, you know, just Hoyo in general. Some people don't even have an actually legitimate reason to hate Hoyo, mostly projected from the CCs they watch. Yeah, no kidding, man. Yeah. Like a lot of these guys are fucking tourists, dude. Don't even play the game, but you know they like hearing people slander Hoyo, and so that's good enough for them. Absolute fucking tourist pieces of shit. It's funny, he started shit on Wuwa, calling them Hoyo, and then praising DNA when it was coming out. Who you talking about with that one? The DNA thing failed, so back to Wuwa. If you're talking about one of the rats trying to glaze DNA, here's the thing: DNA is not popular enough. And remember, the rats don't really care about gacha games, especially the ones I called fucking tourists, right? They don't really give a shit about other gacha games. Like. They don't even fucking play the other gacha games. They probably don't even play Wuwa, because again, all they care about, all they live for, is anti-Hoyo slander, and that's it. So yeah, like how many Wuthering Waves players do you think actually play DNA, or even care about that game? If they do they still play? Do you think? I don't think so. I think Gacha Smack had a live stream that basically blamed the Gacha community for DNA going downward, which makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that take. I would disagree, saying that you know that one Where Winds Meet game, WWM or WW whatever. Yeah, that game had a bigger impact on DNA success because, you know, a lot of people, from what I could tell, a lot of people stopped playing DNA, stopped playing Duet Night Abyss to go play Where Winds Meet, and it seems like a lot of people are having fun with it. Like I know, for example, Sweetly has been playing a lot of Where Winds Meet, quite a bit of it actually. I'm assuming she really enjoys that game. Because all those streams she's been doing for Where Winds Meet, not all of them can be sponsored, I don't think. Like there's, I would imagine there's only so many sponsored streams you can do for a game in a row. So it's like, in my opinion, that Where Winds Meet game had a bigger impact on DNA's immediate success following their launch than any gacha community ever did, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of curious to know where Gacha Smack is, like where Gacha Smack is getting that argument from, but maybe he's got a reason, I don't know. I'm more willing to hear out somebody like Gacha Smack, because at least you know that guy's honest about him only doing gacha content for the bag. So it's like, okay, sure. I mean, his takes aren't exactly the greatest either, but I'm at least willing to hear his ass out over like the fucking rats, you know, over the fucking rats in comparison. But yeah, bit of a weird take, but maybe I'll learn what his reasoning for that was. Let's see, good night, chat. Good night, chat too. All right, Shy. He's probably not here to hear me say this, but have a good night, man, and enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas. I think Gacha Smack, oh, I already read that. Let's see, grab her weapon, yes. You already saw me grab her weapon. Shit was annoying. That shit's annoying when people just randomly drop Hoyo and talking shit, just let it go. Yeah, but you know, it's the fucking internet, so you know for a goddamn fact that people are always gonna talk shit. They can't help themselves. You've seen Nikkei players glaze themselves as a super dark game, unlike Genshin. It's hilarious. You can tell that to an English audience that Genshin is the gacha game. I'm assuming you're trying to say that you find it annoying that Nikkei players compare themselves to Genshin and like try to like gloat about the fact that or try to flex about the fact that their story is actually dark, unlike Genshin's. It's like, hey, you know, Genshin has some dark ass fucking side stories too. It's that, you know, they're side stories, so you know, unless you actually play the game yourself, it's not like you're gonna, you know, find people talking about those, you know, on a regular basis, or at least not on mainstream social media. Basically, the Akron subreddit. I think I know a little bit of what happened. Yeah. Just check Pridwin. Lene is full tier 0 for herself alone. Everyone else dropped. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think I saw a post on Twitter earlier when I was running around doing food stuff or food delivery stuff. That yeah, I think I saw somebody tweet out saying that, oh yeah, like Pridwin had to drop had to create an entirely new tier just for this bitch. It's like, Jesus Christ, she's that meta defining? Or she's that meta? Jesus. It's because Lene buffs everyone. I guess she must be actually no. I was gonna call her a global buffer, but a global buffer is what I call Verena and Shorekeeper. Actually, let me check her shit real quick. Well, what do you do? What is this? Certain resonators can switch between resonance modes? The fuck? Tune rupture, tune strain. What the fuck is this? Lene can inflict tune rupture shifting onto targets. Do I need to care about this? This sort of reminds me of Ether Gazer's Ether like their code paths or whatever, but obviously not as in depth. Or not as detailed. Lene can inflict tune strain shifting on targets when inflicting blah blah blah. She also inflicts tune strain. The fuck is that? Oh, whatever, I'll figure that shit out later. Outro skill. Attack blah blah blah. The next incoming resonator gains 15% all damage amp and 24% resonance liberation damage. Global 15% global damage amp. Well, that alone makes her what? Technically a global support, just for one character though. What would we call characters like that? Say solo global supports. New C6 Mona makes her a DPS. Oh, nice. After her buff, cool. I'm gonna have to check her out then. Surprised that in Genshin some of the random blue quests you can just ignore are really good. Yeah, arguably some of the side stories have better story quality than like a big part of Genshin's actual main story. Like the original the 1.0 Mondstadt story was like standard. Like I guess it was a nice introduction story just to get people acclimated to Genshin, but it wasn't like, you know, super amazing on its own. Liyue's story was I think it was I think I remember it being okay, I guess. Inazuma's story was like could have been much better, obviously. Simuru's story was where Genshin's main story started getting good. At least it played around with a couple of neat little like plot points and story ideas at the very least. Fontaine, I think, is Genshin's like magnum opus as far as like any individual story chapter goes. Natlan was, I guess it was okay. Like I didn't hate it as much as a lot of other people on Twitter did, apparently. But like it was alright. Nodcry so far it might be in contention with Fontaine though, at least from what I'm gathering. If nothing else, at least Genshin has significantly improved their storytelling like methods or their vehicles or like the way they're showing the story unfold. I mean, a lot of work to do though. It's not perfect, but it's a huge jump in quality over, you know, all their other stories leading up to Not Cry. So that's nice at least. But yeah, some of the subquests in Genshin are like legitimately like, oh shit, like these are not bad. You found one where there was a miner going crazy for a toy and his daughter. I think that was back down in the chasm, right? I think there's a subquest. I think that subquest is down in the chasm, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the chasm can be pretty creepy. Yeah, there are some parts of the chasm. I mean, the entire chasm might be a bit spooky for people who have like fear of dark, if they have like a phobia of like dark places, or like even trypophobia too, because there are certain parts of the chasm where it's like you see like these glowing like holes, or like these glowing eye looking things, and if you have trypophobia, maybe you'll get a little bit weirded out by that. Not Cry's been really fucking solid, going in the right direction for sure. Yeah, and hopefully they keep it up too. It would be really nice if they went back to the other, you know, previous stories and touched those up too. But guess we'll see if they do that or not. C6 Mona actually boosts her own personal damage. Ah, I see. I guess we'll see if I guess I'll try once I buff Mona, or once I do Mona's buff quest. I'll see how I want to build her this time, or I'll see if I want to build her. You were talking about Clown. His Wuwa hate arc was what? Really? He actually hated Wuwa at some point? I'm assuming that must have been before his he went down his rat arc. But that's like a foreign concept to me. Like the clown really had an arc where he did nothing but hate on Wuwa? Was that recent or was that last year? Because like if it were last year, then I guess I can kind of see it, and maybe he did a heel turn, because he realized, oh wait a minute, I can actually get you know, I can actually farm a lot more views if I shill Wuwa than doing the opposite. But if it was sometime recently, then holy sh, like what's going on with that? I was like, hey Masumina, how's it going, man? Rare Winds Meet, it's like GTA. It's an MMO, so I can kind of see that. Yeah, if you want to compare it to like GTA Online or something, yeah. Remember Nicole fucking nuked a Helichurl on a daily basically knowing they were once human. Oh, Nicole and Genshin, right? I thought when you said Nicole, I was like, Zenless? But no, you're talking about Genshin, Nicole. Oh, not Nicole, you're talking about Alice. Yeah, Alice seems a lot more... That seems like something Alice would do. Drop Genshin story with Inazuma. Glad things have improved. Yeah, I mean, I still skip Genshin story anyway, but... Yeah, from even just tangentially paying attention to it, yeah, it seems more interesting already. Taking a break during the first 4 or 5 patches of Inazuma was best decision in your life when you came to enjoying Genshin. If you had done this quest currently, you would have quit. Yeah, Inazuma's story was not good. Alright, Lene polls went alright. She's one of your favorite designs in WoW as a dress-up darling enjoyer. Yeah, I can definitely see the dress-up darling influence. But yeah, now it's time to save for Mornier in what, 3 weeks. People just fucking hated that the nation was just about combined force actually used the power of friendship. That, and they had they had a few other problems with it too, like the whole Night Soul mechanic, and you know, where the fuck did Malwika come from? Like, why is she in a fucking biker suit? And why is she even riding around on a fucking bike to begin with? And then, you know, Twitter's favorite, you know, oh, the Natlan characters don't have enough melanin, shit like that. Am I getting? Oh, I already pulled her weapon mid-piece. Oh, you must have missed it. I wouldn't blame you because I pulled her weapon's first multi. So I got her signature really fucking fast. So that sort of made up for me losing the coin flip on Lene. So I got her weapon already, so don't need to worry about that. Let's see. About a 3-hour stream. Good place to call it. Ow. But yeah. Lots more content to go through. Wuwa dropped their patch today. I want to keep playing CZN. I want to keep grinding CZN on stream. I gotta stream Genshin. I gotta stream FGO. Ugh. Still trying to grind for Banyua as well. That's gonna take a while. I might have to drop some. I might have to drop a pack on Zenless too, just to guarantee. Who is it? Just to guarantee Banyua. Saw me streaming. Just wanted to drop by and say Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, and hopefully you've been enjoying your holidays as well, back with Grappler. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. No. Yeah, I gotta head out. I gotta head out again pretty soon. Got something I gotta take care of tonight. You're still getting drops. Oh, you can go. You can get your drops from another Wuwa CC. Matter of fact, I will send you guys over to. I believe Fobmaster's still streaming. I don't know why he wouldn't be. Yeah, I'll send you guys over to Mr. Fobmaster again. Let's see. Unless Sweetely's streaming. Nah, I think Sweetely's not streaming right now. It's a bit too early for her at the moment. I think she only starts to stream in like another like hour or two. Yeah, and Fobmaster's already streaming. He's already playing Wuwa, so yeah, you can keep up your you can earn your drops from his stream too. But yeah, take care everybody. I'm gonna head out now, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your Christmas for whoever celebrates it. If not, enjoy the rest of your holidays. And yeah, it was good. Was good night. It was a nice little short stream today. Very good pulls, godlike pulls in Gacha today. So can't complain about that. So yeah. Again, I'm gonna send you guys over to Mr. Fobmaster. Go tell him I said what's up, and go earn your drops over there with him. Other than that, I will catch you guys later. I'll see if I can stream again tomorrow. I did say I need to grind a bit harder on my side hustle over the next couple of days. So I'll try to do some short, like earlier streams, like morning time streams for me. We'll see how we'll see if I can do that over the weekend. But yeah, thanks everybody. Take care. Enjoy the